A man and a woman had been adrift at sea for 3 days and 3 nights. Just as Jack was about to give up, he suddenly caught a small fish out of the water. But he didn't eat it himself. Instead, he wanted to save the fish for the woman, so she could have something decent to eat. Jack not only carefully gutted the fish for her, but also added a little natural seasoning. Then he handed the fish to her. But Lisa, who was used to eating the finest delicacies, and found the sight of it alone revolting. But to survive, she fought back her nausea and forced herself to swallow it. However, the moment her tongue touched the fish, the strong, raw fishy smell was too much for her to bear. Just as she was about to throw it away, Jack saw her and thought she was going to hand it back to him. But the next second, she tossed the fish straight into the sea. Jack was nearly driven mad with rage. But Lisa said nonchalantly, "Going hungry shrinks your stomach. It even helps you lose weight." Jack was completely speechless. At that moment, the arrogance of the wealthy was laid bare before Jack. But what Lisa couldn't have imagined was that the more arrogant she was now, the more miserable she would become later. She didn't know how much time had passed when Lisa happened to spot what looked like a yacht in the distance. She, who had been putting on airs the whole time, now threw caution to the wind and frantically called for help. Jack saw this and stood up to whistle. But no sooner had he blown 2 notes than Lisa snatched the whistle from him. The very next second, she tossed it straight into the sea. Jack really wanted to punch her. Just thinking about it made him furious, but he dared only to think it. And so, he watched helplessly as the yacht sailed farther and farther away. Once Lisa realized there was no hope of rescue, she finally let go of her haughty demeanor and curled up in a corner, crying her heart out. That night, she spent the entire time huddled in a corner, utterly heartbroken. When she woke up the next day, she saw an astonishing sight. She was so excited she wanted to wake Jack up, but she also wanted to maintain her haughty facade. So she suppressed her emotions and simply warned Jack that something was up ahead. Jack took a closer look and discovered a deserted island ahead. At that moment, they both saw a glimmer of hope. Excited, they rowed toward the shore. They soon reached the sandy beach. As Jack helped Lisa onto a rock, he accidentally brushed against certain parts of her body, but Lisa didn't react at all. This made Jack start to have other thoughts, but he knew it wasn't the right time yet to find help as quickly as possible. Jack first climbed the highest hill to survey the surroundings. To his disappointment, he discovered it was a deserted island. As far as the eye could see, there was nothing but ocean, no sign of land. He explained the situation to Lisa, but not only did she refuse to believe him, she ordered him to climb back up and check again. Jack hesitated for a moment, and Lisa immediately started cursing at him, even threatening to fire him as soon as they got back. Hearing this, Jack nearly lost his temper. He simply couldn't take it anymore. He threw Lisa's luggage off the cliff. He yelled at her, "Who do you think you are?" After yelling at her, he turned and walked away. This completely enraged Lisa. She never expected Jack, a mere servant, to dare act so defiantly. She kept cursing, saying she would definitely kill him once they got back. And so, the two went their separate ways. But Lisa didn't know that parting ways with Jack this time would become the decision she regretted the most. Before long, Jack found a makeshift shelter on the deserted island. She saw that the plants inside had all withered. Clearly, no one had lived there for a long time. Although the place was very rudimentary, it at least offered shelter from the wind and rain. Moreover, there were plenty of usable tools inside. In contrast, Lisa, who had no experience, was in a much worse predicament. Not only could she find nothing to eat, but she also cut her foot on a rock on the island. When she saw Jack effortlessly catch a large crab, Lisa's eyes lit up. Thanks to his years of experience at sea, Jack could not only easily find edible salt, but also possessed a wealth of survival skills. He skillfully built a fire, and the aroma of grilled meat soon drew Lisa over. Seeing Jack eating with such relish, Lisa demanded in a commanding tone that he share some with her. But Jack ignored her completely. When Jack refused to give her any, Lisa said she could buy it with money. But what good is money on a deserted island?